Hey everyone, I just want to start out by introducing myself. My name is Michael Decker, and I decided to talk about logo branding and how it affects college sports and companies in general. So, first, I wanted to go over the definition of branding and what is branding. Branding is the marketing practice of creating a name, symbol, or design that identifies and differentiates a product from another product. So, in order to have good branding and to create a good brand, you need to have an effective brand strategy, which allows you to have a major edge on increasingly competitive markets and those of your competitors and the schools around you in your conference, in your division, and over the whole country. So, why is the logo important? What does it do for your brand? Your brand is your promise to your customers. Um, they know that you are a quality brand um, because of the way you present yourself through your marketing and through your logo. It tells them what they can expect from your products and services, and it differentiates your offerings from that of your competitors. So once again, as you brand your logo, it'll be able to um, teach your customers what they are purchasing from you or what they are partaking of, and what they can expect of your products and services. Um, it's derived from who you are, who you want to be, and who people perceive you to be. So once again, why is it important? The importance of a logo there's many different factors. The first is the foundation of your brand is your logo. Oftentimes, the first thing that your customers or fans partake or see is your logo. Does your logo present a good, clean cut image, or is it have vulgar sayings on it, or just kind of all over the place? And you need to have a logo that connects with your customers and your fans and shows that you want their business. Secondly, what are you communicating? What you communicate visually and verbally is part of your brand strategy. So, once again, what you show with your logo, as well as your product, your teams as well, kind of shows, what your brand strategy is. Essentially, part of the process to distinguish themselves from competitors. You don't want to copy your competitors and do the same logo as them because then you won't be able to differentiate between yourselves. So you need to create a logo that is unique to your product that allows you to stand out to those fans and those customers so that you can be recognized. The logo is also a key asset to build strong relationships with your fans. When you see a logo of your favorite team, you're able to connect with them immediately and know that that is your team and you know who they are. So how do you create a powerful logo? Or what are some key aspects you need to have a logo that is powerful and recognizable? First, it needs to be unique and easy to identify. You don't want to go too in depth with your logo and have all sorts of crazy things. You want it to be kind of simple, easy, and very unique to your product and to your services that your fans can recognize it quickly. The colors and image associate with your company's brand. You don't want to have a color pink if your team is red. You want to have the same colors that coordinate with your company. That helps build your brand, and it also needs to convey the right message. You need to convey what kind of brand you are, what kind of company or team you are, and so that people can understand what they're getting from your product and your services. And lastly, it needs to be easily memorable and make a good impression. That's one of the most important things and aspects that I believe is that if you're able to make an impression when someone first sees your logo, they'll be able to remember it and have that impression further on down the road. So I just wanted to go over a couple examples of teams that have utilized this marketing and the branding with their logo and how it has created their brand and help them grow and be successful on and off the field. So first I was going to discuss the Oregon Ducks, as many of us know, the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Texas Longhorns, and then finally Boise State. So first off, with the Oregon Ducks, they were kind of struggling for a little while back in the very beginning, but as they began to partnership with Nike, um, that's kind of when they started to explode and became more recognizable. Um, they they were able to get that partnership with Nike and Phil Knight, and Phil Knight was willing to donate to their cause because he knew that they had a good quality product, but they just needed a little backing. So first they began by bringing bright colors into their logo that stand out to those around them. And with their brand of their football team, they wanted the brand of having a fast paced play, which attracted young players to come there and to try something different and to be a part of something new. Along with that, they used the stylish uniforms to attract those young athletes to their programs, and so that they could be unique. And then lastly, it was very eye catching to all the fans, and even fans that weren't Oregon fans. Everyone wanted to watch Oregon and see what kind of new um, jerseys they were going to use, and those jerseys reflected back to their logo. It's very simple with a big O, but it's very recognizable with the colors and the shape. Um, and so Oregon did a great job with this branding of their logo. Next, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Many of them know that they have been successful in the past years, but their logo is very recognizable. It's just a simple red A, but it has swooshes on the side, to show kind of tradition, and yet it's simple, but it also kind of shows a little bit of sophistication and that they are there to play and they're there to get down to business. It's not so much flashy like Oregon is, but it shows that they have a lot of tradition and they are willing to put out a good product, and do what it takes to become successful. And as they say at Alabama, it's all about the process of doing what you can to help build your brand by coming to practice every day and doing the things that you need to do. Third, we'll talk about the Texas Longhorns. If you see their logo off to the right, it's very identifiable. It's a certain orange that is only correlated with the Longhorns themselves. So it's very simple and it's a very identifiable color. They also at Texas have a color palette that if you're to use anything around the university, you have to use a certain color that coordinates with that color palette that the university has for all faculty, staff, and students to use as they identify with the Texas Longhorns. And fourth but not least, we have the Boise State Broncos. As we can see here, the blue and orange logo. It's nothing eye-catching, but it's definitely unique and one of a kind. And the thing that the Boise State has been able to do with their brand to make it recognizable throughout the whole country is that blue, but also tying it in with their blue turf. Being the only team in the country that has that blue turf is very, very recognizable and very unique, and it allows them to kind of stick out. And you can go anywhere with a Boise shirt on without it saying Boise, but they can recognize it just due to the brand and the way that the university has branded its football team and its university through simple but unique colors and a unique trait that the Boise State has with the blue turf. In closing, what I think is most important that I've learned from this is when it comes to branding and creating a logo for your product and your team and your company, the logo needs to be a simple logo. It doesn't have to be super flashy or a lot of colors, but as you make a simple logo and implement those colors that you have tied with your product, that's most important. And as you do that, if you make a simple logo, make sure that it's identifiable, that it's not similar to everyone else, but that it's unique to your company, and also that it relates to your program, and it's not just way out there when it comes to to the logo. It needs to be able to correlate with your program and your company and the product that you are selling, and to the target market that you're trying to reach. And last, that your logo creates a lasting impact on your users and your customers and your fans. And here are my references.